You've been swinging a hot stick. How's it feeling up there in the box?
Feels good. Just making some adjustments and working with guys that we get to work with every day. So feels pretty nice.
What were some of those adjustments that you kind of made?
Just little deals. We're working on shorter strokes and stuff like that, letting the strength play. So I think as an offense, we're all kind of working on a few things, and it's showing.
Your first 2 at bats today, you're 2 for 2 with 2 screamers. What does that do for you the 3rd, 4th, 5th time you're stepping up in a game?
I mean, you just walk into the box feeling pretty good. The goal is to feel that way everywhere. And I think if you ask any of our hitters, they'd say the same thing. But naturally, when you've had success, it kind of continues to keep rolling.
You have a very distinct pattern of how you walk up to the box before an at-bat. Can you just kind of walk us through kind of what's going through your mind, like the squat, the walk up, the kick?
Yeah. It's kind of grown as I've continued to play baseball. It started when I was young. The squat's just me saying a quick prayer, which has been really important to me, and I try to keep into the routine as much as I can. And we work with a mental coach, Brian Kane, in years past, and we've learned over time that routines are just extremely important in such a mental game, being in control of yourself. So I try to keep it as repeatable as possible, no matter the last outcome. That's something I don't change, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I enjoy my routine and try to keep it as simple as possible.
What was it like playing left field today?
It was nice.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It was nice for you?
Yeah, I knew the wind was pushing the ball my way. I didn't really get very much. I don't know if I had a put out today or not. I think the only ball hit to me was at the wall. But kind of expecting the ball to come that way.
Did you get a piece of that ball?
I did. Yeah, it missed my glove. Squared me up in the palm right underneath it. But probably should have caught that one out of the sweep.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, your outfield defense has been excellent this year. You showed it off a couple times against A&M down there in the Super Regional. Just how much pride do you take in that, and what have kind of been the steps into you becoming basically an everyday left fielder?
I think it's just mentality. The guys before me set the tone. Playing with a guy like Betcher last year, seeing the way that he played the outfield, how aggressive he was to every ball that went into the air, and learning from a guy like that. Having Coach Waz work with us every day and EDDs, a guy with a fungo like that can give you tough balls to catch, and you go get them, and you kind of work on that kind of thing. And just the standard that the pitchers expect. We early in the fall we kind of make a promise to them that anything within arm's reach of the park is caught. So that's the goal.
It's kind of becoming maybe not a pattern, but a couple times over this last few games, you guys have gotten out to an early lead, and the offensive production has kind of stopped. You had to rely on the bullpen to close it out. What's the confidence in those guys, and how do you guys try to keep that production all the way through?
Yeah, our job is to keep scoring, no matter the inning. What we try to do is play inning by inning and win each one. We're not happy when we stop scoring. But we do know that we have awesome pitchers, whether it's a starter like Grayson that's going to keep rolling and a guy like Jason coming after, or anyone else in the bullpen. We got guys that can put up zeros, but on our end, it's, unacceptable to stop scoring. So we get back to our job, we'll get to work on that, and hopefully, play a solid 9 innings of offense.
How does it feel to you and the team to have a solid crowd behind you guys, even though it's cold, windy, rainy?
Yeah, that's awesome. We love playing in front of people. We want to make Duck fans proud. We talk about it all the time. They deserve good baseball, and that's our job, is to put that product out there. And then when they're here for it, it's a lot more fun. And hearing crowd noise and all that kind of stuff gives us that extra edge. And we just do nothing but appreciate it.
First Big Ten game at home, how did that feel for you and the team?
I think it's an awesome feeling, bringing a new conference here. And at the same time, it's another baseball game that we're really excited to play anyways. Any opportunity that we get to be on the field is a blessing. And we try to take as much appreciation for anything that we get.